Welcome back to Jesus Calling, lesson number 26 this week with Minister Love and myself. We welcome you here today. And the question for you today is, do you have an illusion that you deserve a problem-free life, as it states in this first paragraph? Do you think on this earth that your
Mm-hmm.
life should be problem-free? Well, we have other
Mm.
things to tell you about that. That's not
Amen.
happening.
Amen.
Not happening. You know,
Mm.
part of you is still hungering for the resolution of all difficulties, not happening. This is false
Mm-hmm.
hope. And it says, as I have told my disciples, in the world you will have trouble. And that's been, as I've been reading the Bible all the time, it says,
Mm-hmm.
so you will always have trouble in the world, always have trouble in the world.
Yes.
This is the process of where we are and who's running the world, the enemy, Satan.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, link your hope not to problem solving in this life, but to the promise of an eternity of problem free life in heaven. So you have to focus on heaven more than you focus here now in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will see a change manifest in the world because you're focusing on heaven. And we're going to share some scriptures with you today to show you that
Mm-hmm.
and some more information in the paragraphs that are in this lesson. So welcome
Mm-hmm.
today, and we're going to start in our first scripture today. It's going to be John 16 verse 13. And Minister Love, you want to start us off today?
Okay. And Cindy, is it John 16:33?
13, I think. It said John. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up. 33. Yes, 33.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. John
Great.
16:33.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And it reads, and this is Jesus speaking.
Right.
He says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Now, that's not an illusion.
No.
That's a fact.
And that's the
That's
key
the
too.
truth.
He has overcome the world. You have to remember that. He made the world. He knows what's going on in the world, and he controls it. So no matter what we go through, what the devil thinks he wants to do, God has overcome the world. So again, yeah.
And he's overcome the world with all of its illusions and problems and difficulties, as that first paragraph you spoke about there. He overcame all of that with the death on the cross and resurrection.
Correct. That is
Mhm.
so true. Okay, and so we're going to read, Ms. Love, go ahead with the second paragraph on this study, and then we'll go to
Okay.
the last scripture. Today there's only one scripture in this study, two scriptures. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. It is possible to enjoy me and glorify me in the midst of adverse circumstances. In fact, my light shines most brightly through believers who trust me in the dark. I like that.
Good.
That kind of trust is supernatural, a production of my indwelling spirit. When things seem all wrong, trust me anyway. I am much less interested in right circumstances than in right responses to whatever comes your way. Ooh.
That's really good because the circumstances happen, but what are your responses? Are you going to get all worked up and flustered and angry and stressed out, or are you going to just be patient and see what God's going to present to you to how to handle the situation? And that's what I have learned over the last couple of years, to be more patient and to allow Him to guide me versus me to try to fix everything. And that's what they're talking about here. And we'll take our last scripture today to
Okay.
clarify that out of the scriptures. It's Psalms 112,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 4 and number 7.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, and it reads, unto the upright there arises light in the darkness. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. Wow. Look at all that right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's light in the darkness. He's gracious to us and full of compassion and righteous. There's so many
Yes.
things that he does for us and is for us, and it's just, sometimes you just get one thing, but he gives you
Yeah.
multiple things,
Mm-hmm.
and what he gives light in the dark situation, and
Yes.
you can't say that in the world. It's dark, it's dark. you know,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
sometimes light doesn't happen unless it's him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
dark is dark. And then also it states in 7, he shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. So when
Mm.
evil comes upon us, we should not be afraid.
Right.
We should have keep our eye on him, our
Mm-hmm.
heart on him, our mind on him.
Yeah.
And we will come through. We come through all the time. We always say, "Oh my God, how am I going to get through this?"
Yeah.
But you do every time.
Every time. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's quite
Exactly.
amazing.
It is.
So
Yeah.
we hope you enjoyed this lesson today on um, not be having an illusion about what life is supposed to give you, that you're supposed to have a silver spoon in your mouth and all the great things. It's not, doesn't work that way. But with
Yeah.
the Lord, it gets better. It gets better where you can tolerate being here through the different situations that you're going to encumber. And you'll find sometimes you'll have more good once you do that than bad. So we just thank you today. Minister Love
Yes.
and I thank you for coming.
Yes.
And we say come back next week for another great lesson.